All right. Happy Monday, everybody. Good to see you. Good to see your smiling faces. And we're going to have a great week inside of this community this week. And I want to remind everybody, Friday, we've got another special guest joining us Friday. Excited about that. They've actually been on the Coach's Corner before, like just watching in, and so you're going to enjoy the message on Friday. But we're going to have a great week together this week, and I actually sent Coach this word for today, and I went a couple of directions, but then I zeroed it in to just one. So I want to go at it this morning, and the word is drive. Drive. If you're taking notes, if you're writing it down, if you're getting your Monday started off right, think about this. Think about the word drive, okay? And then I want to pause for a second, and I want you to, like, what comes to your mind? Like, not just what comes to your mind this morning when you hear the word drive? So I want you to think for a second on where I went with this word. A trip or a journey in a car is the definition I pulled from the word drive this morning. Okay? How many of you thought about that? No, nobody. I bet you a lot of people thought, I bet he's talking about my internal drive, like my drive, my passion. Well, I kind of am. So I want to ask you a question. I want to be a little interactive this morning with just some hands. Have you ever had a job, like have you ever had a job that you were in for a while and it become a familiar drive every day, a familiar drive. Like you knew the road, you knew the people. It was very comfortable. Have you ever had a job where it became comfortable? It's okay. I have. I taught school. I was a football coach. I was an athletic director, and I had jobs that over time, it became a comfortable drive every day. So can anybody raise your hand? You know what I'm talking about. But let me take you to a place. Do you remember when you started that drive? Do you remember when you started that job and it was uncomfortable? It was you were having to learn new things. You were scared at times, like you didn't know really what you were doing. But it was also an adrenaline rush. You know what I'm saying? I remember my first head coaching job. I was outside of my mind scared. I was like, I am going to screw this up. Anybody can relate to that? Like, oh my God, what have I got myself into? Like the community's going to hate me. Like people are going to talk about me. Like I was scared. But then at night when I was laying in bed, there was an adrenaline to it. There was like a little rush. I got up early in the morning. I put my clothes on, man. I got to work early. But then over time, that same job that was scary, that same drive that was unfamiliar, that the curves and the twists and the roads that I didn't know over time became familiar. It became comfortable. It became a drive that at some days I felt like I didn't even have my eyes open and I drove down the road. Can you relate to that? See, the word drive today, that's what it represented to me. And I got to ask you this question. Where are you right now in your journey of life? It's okay. I've been at all of them. I've been at every one of them, even in my profession right now. I've been at times scared. I've been at times comfortable. But where right now are you in your journey of life? Are you in a drive of being comfortable? Are you in a drive of being scared or unfamiliar or you don't know? Here's what I challenge you to do this week, starting today. Challenge your limits. Don't limit your challenges, okay? Think about that now. Challenge your limit. If you're in a profession right now in your life that you're comfortable, it's okay. But I encourage you to challenge your limits, because there you will find some excitement, some adrenaline rush, some nuances that makes your day more fulfilling. Does that make sense? Or maybe you're in a place that you go, you know what, I need a change. I've had that before, where I took a different coaching job somewhere else because a change was needed. That's okay. And it caused that new drive in a new area that created new things for me that I needed in my season of life. And so I wrote down 5 ways to drive your passion forward, okay? I believe we're a community of passion-filled people right here. 5 ways to drive your passion forward. Number 1, reassess your values and your priorities. What do you want in this season of life for yourself, for your family, for your future? Number 2, update skills and knowledge. Maybe you stay where you're at, but you go, you know what, I got to step out. I got to challenge my limits. I got to go after new knowledges, new skills, learn new things, go to some clinics, go to some different things, and watch it challenge my limits. And that's a good thing. Number 3, try something new. Try something new. Like do something that scares you a little bit. Number 4, unplug. Sometimes you just got to unplug from the wall, step back, and think about where you're headed. Number 5, get physical. Get physical. Do something, whether it's a walk, whether it's a run, whether it's some push-ups in the morning, do something physical, because when that happens, it just, if you'll let yourself go to a place, you'll start thinking, you'll have ideas, and those will allow you to challenge your limits, okay? Just wanted to share that as some thoughts today on drive for me. And I challenge, this is a great time on Monday to challenge our limits, not limit our challenges, and understand that going down that drive and being in a place where it's unfamiliar is sometimes really good. So, Coach, I'll turn it to you.
Okay. That, Brent, you bring such value to us every single morning. And, I get it every morning, but I'm going to tell you right now, and maybe I'm just the only one, but you stepped on my toes a little bit this morning, and that's a good thing. And I think we all need that at times, but thank you always for sharing with us. And I'm going to end up duplicating some of the same things that you said, but, what does, like Brent said, what does drive mean to you? Does it mean jump in your vehicle and go somewhere? Well, yeah. Or does it mean determination to get something done that you're passionate about? Yeah. Or do you think about the drive in your computer? Or how about name of a street? That's my parents live on Alpine Drive. Let's just take a very brief couple minutes to talk about a few words that are associated with the word drive. And this really resonated with me as well. What does it take to do this? What does it take to have an undetermined amount of drive? Well, here's some words that I want to think, and they are tied in, that are very similar, that I hope that will help you utilize and see. Well, determination. I think Brent talked about that, but you got determination, you got ambition, you got energy, motivation, and resolve. So if we have determination, this is our absolute refusal to let anything prevent us from doing what we decided to do. Again, that's drive. It's just another word. When we have ambition, this is something that we really, really want to do. And it's usually something that's difficult to achieve. Again, another way of saying drive. When we have will, We're determined to do what's necessary to achieve what we want. Drive. Energy is a huge component of having the proper drive to accomplish our goal. We must have lots of enthusiasm. Motivation is not only a feeling of enthusiasm or interest that makes you determined to do something. Again, it's drive. And resolve is a firm determination to do something. Again, drive. So to accomplish the drive, we need to incorporate all these other words that kind of help us. Sometimes we get fixated on one word. Think about these other words that basically are the same. It just gives us another way to get into it. When it gets tough, like Coach said, when it gets tough and it gets a little bit irritating to you because you may not be making the progress that you think you're making, which this happens to me a lot. I have to completely walk away from it. I have to shut down. I have to completely get out in nature, go take a walk, do something, but then go back to that internal drive and you'll get what you want. May not get it at the time you want it, but you will. So hopefully added a few little words in today to go along with that word drive. And again, thank you, Brent, so much for picking that word, because I'm telling you, man, I needed it. I needed it bad. So everybody have a fantastic day. I just really, really appreciate all of you.
Coach, thank you so much. Yeah, that was perfect. It got me ready and juiced up to go this week. And that's what it's all about. It's just feeding off each other. So have a great Monday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. And remember, as we always say, find somebody today, make them have a better day because you showed up in their life. See you guys. Appreciate it.
Love y'all.
Have a great Monday.
Everybody have a great one. Love y'all.